The Soviet Union, which existed from 1922 to 1991, was one of the most powerful and influential countries of the 20th century. It is believed that the birth of the Soviet Union occurred as a result of the Civil War, which broke out in 1917 in the Russian Empire after the October Revolution. This war was a turning point in Russian history and led to the beginning of the Soviet era. After the overthrow of the Tsarist regime in February 1917, Russia began an era of provisional governments that were unable to meet the needs of the population. In parallel with this, workers' and soldiers' democracy developed, which led to the creation of Soviets or Workers' and Soldiers' Deputy Councils. The October Revolution in 1917 led to the overthrow of the provisional government and the establishment of the power of the Bolsheviks, led by Vladimir Lenin. This event opened the way to the civil war between the Red Army, representing the Bolsheviks, and the White Army, which united liberals, monarchists, and other opponents of Bolshevism. The civil war lasted about 3 years and claimed millions of lives. During the war, the Red Army was victorious and established Soviet rule over most of Russia. In 1922, the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics (USSR) was created, uniting Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, and other former territories of the Russian Empire. Under the leadership of Lenin and his comrades, Soviet Russia underwent significant changes. One of the first and most important reforms was the nationalization of land and the abolition of private ownership of productive resources. In addition, large-scale reforms were carried out in the economy, education, healthcare, and other areas of life. However, the main challenge for the young Soviet state was industrial backwardness. To increase industry and ensure economic growth, the NEP new economic policy was introduced, which provided some freedom and restored the importance of market mechanisms. The NEP allowed the development of new industries, and agricultural production became more efficient thanks to its reforms. In addition to economic changes, a cultural transformation was also carried out under Lenin's leadership. Elected institutions of government were opened, which democratized the political system. Culture and education in the Soviet Union became open and accessible to all citizens. Thus, the creation of the Soviet Union and its formation was a complex and lengthy process. The Civil War and the establishment of Soviet power led to key changes in the country, including the nationalization of land and economic reforms, as well as cultural and political transformations. These changes were the foundation for the future development of the USSR and its global role.